everyone, welcome to Inspired Minds. My goal of the show is to introduce to you guys to the people in ideas that will help execute your dreams and goals. Inspired Minds is the best place to learn, listen, and grow. So, today's guest, Mujahid Wiener. How are you, brother?
I'm good in yourself.
Okay, great. So, brother, let's speak about how man you met first.
Yeah,
Look, personally, when I saw you, your energy, you're always smiling, always laughing.
Yeah.
And I like that, man. And I think that makes everything easier for me to approach you. So that's also started like when I asked you, tell me about yourself at work, and then you just spoke and things. But yeah,
so it's like I'm a very open and friendly person.
Yeah.
So, they say that your past determines who you are. You see, so
Yeah.
my past humbled me down to the person I am today.
Yeah.
So I used to be this crazy person, partying also and all of those things. But once I have gone through now my situation and things that humbled me down, and I have a better view of life and I view life more openly. So I don't just go with one decision. I open my mind to many, and
Beautiful.
through there I can learn as well.
Beautiful. So tell everyone who you are and what you're busy doing. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm Mujahid Wiener, as you said. I'm 18 years old. I attend Strandfontein and I live in Strandfontein. I'm currently a sports reporter at RX Radio. So RX Radio is a radio station by and for children established at the Red Cross Children's Hospital. So we decided to provide a platform for the youth and also people to raise awareness about various illnesses and chronic conditions. So we would have people went through stories or difficult times and how they have turned their pain or their struggle into a positive story, because nobody wants to hear the story of someone who got everything on a silver platter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They want to hear the stories of a man or a woman that went through pain and turned that into something great. You know what I mean? So it's we provide a platform because there's a lot of wonderful stories out there, but it's not getting the platform to be exposed. You see, so at RX Radio, we now provide that platform where not just your friends or your family knows about your story, but people throughout the world or the country could actually hear and give feedback, and similar they're going through something similar. They will know more or less how to handle it and how you have overcome your situation to get you to where you want to be.
Yeah.
See, so like I said, sports reporter at RX Radio. I'm the youth ambassador at the Red Cross Children's Hospital Trust. I'm ambassador at the hospital, so it's wherever I can give back, I don't mind giving back, because if I can see someone else happy, it makes me happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that I have to give you my everything, but if I can give you one sentence that will change your life or just help you make better decisions in life, that makes me happy, you see, and that's just the type of person I am.
So your story is insane, my man. It really inspired me, especially when you spoke to me at work and when you shared your story and things. I was like, wow, just to everything that you've went through to where you are today. You know what I mean? So tell everyone about where it all started for you, and yeah.
So where it all started for me was the 2nd of February 2008. So my father and I went by for Kochi when I ran past the close the door, and then the wind came up and blew my clothes alive. That day there was no wind.
Yeah.
It was a humid day, no wind at all. It's just that instinct when my father lit the match, I ran past. Because when your mom is busy folding up the washing and there's a fire, she's gonna scalp because she must wash the washing again, So I ran past to close the door, and with that the wind came up. It came out of nowhere, and then it hit my clothes alive. And at the time I was wearing nylon, so that's most highly flammable. And then once the flame hit me, lucky enough my father was there, and then he hugged me and pulled my clothes off now to stop it from sticking. And then I was rushed to hospital. I was 11 days in ICU. In the process in ICU, I developed pneumonia, water on my lungs. I swelled up from all the smoke inhalation, so I looked like a watermelon basically.
Yeah.
You couldn't distinguish between my nose, my eyes, my mouth and things. So it's I was wrapped I was basically looking like a mummy, you see, with all the bandages and things. And the doctor said I wouldn't make it and stuff. And I remember actually my mom told me that she told him that you can't tell me that my son's not going to make it. If you listen to his name, Mujahid, he's a warrior, he will make it through. And then they told her, yeah, we understand and things, but you still have to call in the imam, the priest. And then she did so, and then like before he arrived, like everything just stopped. My heart stopped pumping, everything, and then he came in, he prayed and things, and like 5 minutes later, my heart started beating again, you see, and then on the 11th day I woke up, and the first thing I asked for was a tin of Coke. And the doctors they were like, no, you can't give him Coke and things.
Yeah.
And my mom told them like, you told me my son wasn't going to make it, and here he is today, he's alive, look at him, he's asking me for a tin of Coke. So I'm not going to stop because you told me to. Remember, you told me that he's not going to make it, and here he is, so I'm going to go and get him that Coke.
Yeah.
And I remember that day having Coke through a hospital tube.
Yeah.
You know that tube that they put in your nose to feed you? I had Coke through one of those.
Yeah.
And like from there, I thought like everything is just going to go downhill for me. Like, because 47% of my body burned, you see, so that's almost half of it.
Yeah.
And then after the 11th day in ICU, they moved me over to the burns unit where I had multiple surgeries, skin graft. It was skin grafts, reconstructive surgery, releasing of the skin and all of those things. So, and also when I burnt, because I was wearing nylon, that obviously stick to my skin and caused now my shoulders and things to burn together. So like when I burnt, I used to walk like this, you see, because everything was now sticking. I couldn't lift my arms and things, but that didn't stop me. In hospital, I remember one of the doctors asking me like, what is the thing that you love the most? And I told him rugby. Like that was the first thing that came out of my mouth. Rugby. You know I love rugby.
Yeah.
So then I told him in rugby and things, and then he was like, okay. Then he walked away. But he didn't say anything, and I was like worried, like why didn't he give me an answer? And then the next day another doctor came in, and then he asked me also, so what do you love? Like what makes you happy? And I told him also rugby. And then he told me, nah, that's good, he also loves rugby and things, but obviously now he chose to be a doctor more than being a rugby player. But he also didn't go into details. And the third day the professor came in, and then he also asked me like, what is it that you love and what makes you happy? And then the third time I told him it's rugby, like, because rugby is all I wanted to do. I just wanted to play rugby. Because before I went, I was like at that age, there wasn't an age group for me, you see, so I was still a bit young, and once I would get now under 10, you know, I would have started playing for a club, you see. So then I told him now rugby and things, and then he told me, son, I have very bad news for you. Your skin is sensitive and you won't be able to play a contact sport. And then that's like when it hit me. I thought like this is the end, because all I wanted to do was to play rugby, and yeah, this person is coming to tell me that I can't play. So I was like, yo, this is harsh. This is like, that's all I ever wanted. And then, but he told me it's not the end of the world, you could still do other sports like cricket and things, and just to keep me like, and then I considered it and things, but like it didn't stick to me, man, because you know when you're small, how can I now say, you're arrogant and you don't want to hear what other people have to say, you just what you want, you know what I mean? And then I thought, okay, now it's okay, man, I'm not going to worry about it. The only thing now is to get out of hospital and to recover, man. But then also it's like, it wasn't that easy of just overcoming what they have just told me, you see, because deep down I felt hurt, I felt torn down, I felt like I'm broken, because yeah, I have these dreams and this goal set out for me, but yeah, I'm being told that you can't do it, like you will never be able to play rugby. So now I'm thinking, 6 years old, 5 turning 6, they're telling me that you'll never be able to play rugby, and like that's all I wanted, man. And then I used that actually to try and show them that, okay, not, how can I now say, not like to prove them wrong, but to show them that it doesn't matter what you're going to say, if I put my mind to it, I can achieve what I want to, you see. And then while I was in hospital, my mom was my great supporter, like, yo, I love that woman, really. If it wasn't for her, I don't know where I would have been, because like, we had the first years during the week, that we do now, the exercises, they would tie me to a chair to get my back straight and stretch out my legs and my arms and all of those things, because I could barely do things for myself. And then on the weekend when the first years went home, my mom was my first year. So that's why I love that woman. So she would take note of what the first years would do. And she would actually like take me off the bed, carry me alone, like woman alone, carrying me off the bed, putting me in a chair, tying me and things. She helped me to get up, stand. Say today I went for skin off on my legs, so it was sensitive still. Tomorrow she tell me, okay, we're gonna walk down the passage. Like I would cry, but I'm still walking, you know what I mean? Because she was there. And like, even like in your tough situations, you need that support structure, man. Because that support structure is always going to be there, and especially if it's coming from a parent or a close relative or a friend, like someone you can depend on. Because my mom was there like 24/7. She never left my bedside, you know what I mean? And it's only like on a weekend, Friday she'd go home, and because I never used to eat hospital food. So on a Friday she'd go home to make food for now my siblings and my father at home. And then she would come back now the Sunday and then bring food for the week. So that I had food again. But yeah, so it's like I was saying is, if it wasn't for my mom that was like cruel to be kind, you know that phrase? So it's like, that was like what stood out to me. And also she told me like this one thing, like, because I burnt in February and my birthday is in April. So she told me I have a month and a half, like 2 months max, to get out before my birthday. And if I wasn't out on my birthday, she's gonna leave me there. So like, some people would say that's harsh. How can you tell a 5-year-old that, and like what's going through his mind and things? But like, I love her for that, because if she didn't tell me that, I would be like, no, I can't do this, and like self-pity and self-hatred also in the process, because like I didn't have control of my situation or what brought me to the hospital, but I can still use that. I can still use that in order to take me to where I want to be. You see, and with my mom, I got out there in a month and a half where the doctors told me that I would be there 3 to 6 months. You see, and there again, we proved the doctors wrong. And then, like, I was discharged eventually. I went home for my birthday. I celebrated my birthday with my family and things. And then I had to go back now for more surgeries and things, for more reconstructive skin graft things, and also now to make the skin a bit softer, so they would cut away like the first layer and things. So it's like it didn't end there. If I had to like estimate how many surgeries I went for, I would be like probably over 50, close to like over 50, 100, around there. You see, because it was an everyday thing, basically. Every day I was almost in theater. So it's like that, but also that didn't stop me, because I knew that I wanted to play rugby, you see, but I didn't tell anyone that I still have that, because they just told me that I can't play rugby, but I didn't let that stop me. And then eventually now I was just discharged because I was too old now, so that was grade 6. And then grade 6 going into grade 7, and every time I'd go back I'd ask them, can I now play rugby? Can I now play? And then eventually I realized that it was actually not the doctors saying that I can't play rugby, it was more my mom, you see, because she didn't want me to get hurt, and I understand that. So it's like, then afterwards the doctor was like, you know what, man, your skin is fine, go for it. But my mom didn't know that, and then I would play undercover. So like, I was grade 7, and I used to attend rugby practice. My brother was at high school, so I was at Straumton Primary, and he was at Straumton High. And then I'd go with him to training, and then we would now training things, and then there came this one day, I was in grade 7, I'll never forget this. Like, because I was at every training session, I showed like the commitment, because I love the sport, and I want to better myself always. That's what keeps me going. It's always self-motivation, bettering yourself to become the best. Even if you're running a race, you're not running against the people next to you, to your left and to your right. You're running a race against yourself, your time. You know what I mean? So that's like the mindset also I developed. And then, like, they told me now, okay, because there was one player short, the coach asked me, do you want to play? And I looked at him, told him, of course I want to play. You know, that's why I'm always at training. And then he told me, yeah, play number 15. The fullback didn't come today. So here's a spot open. I thought, okay, come. So now, have in mind, I'm 13 years old playing under 19 rugby. This is the first time I'm ever setting foot on a rugby field, and they told me that I would never be able to play rugby. And now obviously I went on, I played in things, And then my very first collision, they tackled me like, yo. That's these people that's 19 years old, 18, and I'm only 13 years old, not even at high school. So I remember still, this was like early in the first half. They kicked the ball over our defensive line. And here I am, Preston, running now to catch the ball. As I jump, I catch the ball and boom, they tackle me. So now I'm laying there, like I place the ball and everything. I get up, you know, when they tackle you, wind up, you look for that bit of breath. The coach asks me, you good, want to come off? I tell him, nah. If I tell him now I'm not good, he's going to take me off. And it was only the first 15 minutes. I can't. I still want to play the rest of the game. And then, like from there, that's how I grew.
And that's how you broke your collarbone?
And that's a later story, yeah. So that was only the start, you see. And then, like I played a couple of games, and then I moved now from fullback to outside centre. So have in mind now, I'm still 13 years old, playing under 19, outside centre, but first choice. So like that was a huge, like how can I now say, a huge accomplishment for me, because there was people that's much older than me, much taller than me, they have more experience, but I'm being chosen first choice to play. So that there must have been something that I had which they didn't have, you see.
Yeah.
And obviously I put in the extra work that they weren't like willing to do, because I knew that this is where I wanted to be. And then that's where I came to that incident we're talking about now, breaking my collarbone. So I remember it was, we were playing against, I don't remember the school, but this guy came running and then I went in to tackle. And then he obviously went low and he tried to bounce me. And as I tackled, my shoulder hit his knee. And then that's where I said that crack. But still, I thought, yeah, I can't go off because there's someone else there on the bench that wants to be in my position. And if I'm going to show the coach I'm hurt, he's going to take me off. And I don't want to do that. And then, and now obviously I played on, but I would make like tackles. So say the guys running this side, I would tackle like that and things. Just to like be there, man. And then eventually now, like after the game, the coach told me, come here, he's going to pop my arm in and things. And but that wasn't, I didn't stop there. Like, I know if you're going to play rugby, you're going to get hurt. It's like, you can have what mindset. Now, the mindset that I always have when I go into the rugby field is don't expect anything, don't premeditate anything, and just let it be. Because I can go on with the mindset of I'm going to bounce you, or I'm going to sidestep, or tackle, or but if it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen, you see. But then you're still going to have that, like, yeah, I didn't do this, what I wanted to do, you see. And then from there, like every year, like every time I would just go to training and I'd play and things, and then I eventually got now to grade 8. So we had the under 15 team, under 15 rugby team. And then first off I would play under 15. And then once it came half time, the coach took me off because I still had to start now in the under 19 game. But then that's where the argument came in, because the people would be like, yeah, he was now playing under 15, now he's playing under 19. So your school is cheating, they're playing overage players in under 15. And then I'd just be there like, yo, if only you knew. Like if I should tell you my age, you'd be shocked. You know? But that's why I would always carry like a birth certificate, just to keep on the safe side, man. And then like after that, when I was grade 8 and I tried for the Western Province Rugby, because the principal at the time, Mr. Brockman, he told me about it. And like, yeah, he told me about the Western Province trials and he'd take me and things. But before that, when I popped my collarbone, so my mom found out that day because he phoned my mom. So like my mom never knew I was playing rugby. Every time I'd come home with a cut on my leg, she asked me, what happened? Nah, well, at school, you know, like just so that she don't get upset, man, you see. And then he phoned my mom that day to ask now, is Mujahid alright? Is McClone? I said, alright. So my mom was like, yeah, hoe kom sal hy nie visie? Hy doen mos niks verkeerd en then he told them, no, but he actually popped his collarbone. And then that's when my mom was like, whoa, what? What did you say? Tell me. And then I told her and things, and then she was like, okay, now she understands that I have this love for the sport and things. And now obviously I tried for the Western Province, and then I wasn't successful. But that didn't stop me, you see, because that was just the first step. Like in life, if it knocks you down, you have to get up, regardlessly. Because if you know where you want to be, and you know that it might not be now, it could be a lengthy process, you know what I mean? So I can dream for tomorrow, like what I want to achieve tomorrow, but if it's not set out to be that it happens tomorrow, or maybe next week, or a year or 2 years, it's not going to happen, you see. So like things take time, like, you know, in Youngster you have that 3T, the album. So that's also where like I got also my motivation from, like the 3Ts. Like if I tell people about, they tell me now their dreams and stuff, I tell them, "Mari, man, you didn't achieve it now, but there's still time. I know you're not sure what's going to happen tomorrow, but there's time. If you make it through tomorrow, you know you made it through another day, but make sure you get what you want to do in that day, even though you're not going to reach your long-term goal." You know what I mean? At least there's some sort of progress. And then now in grade 9, I again trial, that was 2016, for the Western Province Rugby, and I was successful. I made it through to the next round, and that was a big step. Like, have in mind, they told me that I'll never be able to play rugby. That is like key. Like, yo, that is like all the disappointment I got then. It's like it all came back to me, and I was like, they told me that I wouldn't be able to play. But yeah, I am making it to the next round, you see. And I went on, I tried more, and then again I played it, and I made it again through to the next round. And I was again grateful because that's another step closer to my dream, you see. And then like the process of trialing went on eventually till it was the last trial where I needed to be selected to the Western Province team. We still played that day at City Park. And then I only got 20 minutes to play in that day. And like I had this mindset because I saw this video on YouTube, and it was don't compete, dominate. And that is where I developed this mindset of dominating, because I realized that if you're going to come to compete, you're going to have to compete the whole 80 minutes of the rugby game. Whereas if I come to dominate, I'm going to take my opponent out of the game. You know what I mean? Then he's going to know that I'm here. And the only way you're going to, like, how can I now say, the most successful people, they dominate, and they know the mindset and the results that complete dominance bring over just competing. Because, like, you know, winners, they dominate losers. Legends dominate winners. And if you're just gonna beat up on the losers and beat the losers, you're gonna look good for that time, but you're not really gonna achieve anything. You might, how can I now say, be that victorious person, but it's actually wasting your time, because that's why they're losers. You know what I mean? So it's like they're there because they're not competing to their fullest ability. So they're just there being average. You know, when like you're in school, you aim for average. You're just like, I don't want to stand out. I'm just going to be here, like aim for 70, but then you get a 60, or you get a 50 or 40, and you end up failing, and you think, like, why am I failing? You know what I mean? Whereas if you aim for 100, you can get 100, or you can get a 90, it's still as good as 100, you see? So like that mindset also helped me. And in that 20 minutes, like I gave it my all. I put my body in the line, I made the tackles, I ran with the ball, I scored a couple of tries, and whatever I could do in the 20 minutes, I did what my position in the rugby field required of me. And I was like, I still remember that day, I got Mr. Brockman one day. I was going to the office, and then he got me in the corridor, you know, there, the one before the office next to the library.
Yeah.
And then he told me, like, do you have your things here today? And I was like, my things, what things? There's no rugby practice today, so you didn't say anything. And he's like, no, there's no rugby practice for the school, but there's practice for you.
Yeah.
And then I looked at him, and then like the tears just came out of his eyes, man. And I asked him, so what's happening? Tell me, man, don't like keep me in suspense. So he told me, my klomp, said it come back. And like that was, like that's where I broke down. Like, because have in mind I was told that I wouldn't be able to play a contact sport, and yeah, I'm being chosen to represent the Western Province at the age of 15, you see. So like the message or the aim of what I'm trying to say is like, just because they tell you that you can't do it, or you're going through a tough time, your situation or your circumstance or your challenge shouldn't determine your future. Because if there's two options. You can either use that and let it get to you, or you can use that and take you to where you want to be. And like the mindset that I developed, that used me to take me to where I wanted to be, because I knew that I had to make my mommy proud first of all. She was there, she sacrificed, she never gave up on me. Like, I could give up on myself, but my mom was there, she never gave up, she believed. And through that kept me going, you see. So like, you will have your haters and things, and the people will be like, nah, I hate the people that hate on me and envy and all of those things. But you know what? I look forward. I'm happy for them. I'm happy that they are there because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have that motivation to keep me going because they're praying for my downfall. Like that's what they want to see. But I have two options. I can either prove them right or I can prove them wrong and make my mom proud. You see, and that was the decision I made, and it was to make my mom proud. And then from there now everything like just opened for me, and once I made it with the province team, I joined the radio station and things to be a sports presenter, and everything like just fell in place. And then through that I used that like my motivation to inspire others. So like I'd go back to the hospital. That was like the first thing I did. I went to go and look for those doctors. Every single one of them that told me you're not going to be able to play. And I told him, I came there, I didn't want to brag, but I came there and I took my jersey out of my bag to show them, like, this is what I achieved. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I was hungry. I love the game more than the stuff, you see. So it's not about just wanting to be there. You have to put in the work. You need to go through all the procedures and the process, the hard work, the determination, and all of that stuff will eventually pay off, and the results will be like out of your control, like things you wouldn't even imagine. Like you would have the short-term goal, but actually it could be a long-term achievement that you got in the short term. So it's like, it all depends on your mindset, and like that's like the most important thing.
Yeah. So the people in your life, how did they make a difference? Besides your mom, like the people around you, who did you surround yourself with in that time?
Okay, so like besides my mom that was always with me, I had like this type group of friends who was always there. Like they knew that I was in a bad state, but that didn't keep them from visiting me. You know what I mean? They were always there to cheer me up. Like when I was in hospital, the class of the year, like my grade 2 class, they came to me and they would like put up a show to make me happy and things. And the teachers, they would come and cheer me up and things. However they could, they would do it. You see. And also like I told you, the haters, that was like, they were my number one supporters. They might not see it like that. They would be like, nah, he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna. But I use that. Like you told me I'm not gonna make it. Bring all that energy. I want it. I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna prove you wrong. So like they were my biggest motivation, my drive basically, in order to get me to where I wanted to be. Because like those two options you have, to prove them right or prove them wrong. That was the key, and the mindset obviously that kept me going.
Out of everything that you went through, what did you learn the most from where you come from, your whole life story? What did you learn the most?
What I learned the most was you should be humble. Humble beginnings lead to great success, because you can be boastful, you can be proud of everything you achieved and things, but eventually it's like you're just gonna have that because you think now you achieved that, you made it in life. You know what I mean? So it's like if you humble yourself down, you will know that that was only one thing you achieved. There's plenty of more that must still come in life.
Yeah.
You know, life is gonna throw you with all kinds of challenges, but it depends on you whether you're gonna stand up and face it, and if you're gonna go on to achieve what you want to. So it's like they can tell you, or life can throw anything, but if you know that this is your route, there's always two routes. You can take the long way or you can take the shortcut. And it's always best to take the long way, because in the long way, you're going to get other things that it's also going to add on to make you stronger. You know what I mean? So all the struggles and the situations that I've went through, it built me and grew me into the person I am today. You see, so I don't take it as, yeah, I've went through this, I've burned, doctors still now didn't make it, and all this negative energy and things. Like, I didn't use that to put me down and be like, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to do this anymore. What's the use? I'm here. I'm just wasting my time. I use that because that's fuel. That is like everything I can take. I took it because in the end, those like I said, that is what makes you. And you have two choices. It can either make you or it can break you. And breaking is not an option, because like if it hits you, you have to get up and keep going. And you have to put in the work that other people is not willing to do. Because if you want to do what they are not willing to do, or if you want if you want what they want, but they're not willing to do it, you have to do it. You see, because everybody just wants to get the success, but they don't want to put in the hard work. So, like when other people fall along the wayside and they just quit, you have to keep going. If the other people bend and break, you have to keep going because you know that you got to do it. And you know that you have to keep going because you have this mindset. It's like I said, your mindset determines where you're going to be because you can be whoever. You can be the best in the world. You can be no one at all. But if you have the right mindset, you can go wherever you want to. You will prosper. It's just things take time.
And what's your daily habits? What do you do? Exercising, running, and you know, consistency. That word. Like, do you struggle with consistency, or what do you do?
To be honest with you, nah, I take it as every day is a new challenge. So like, whatever I went through yesterday, it helped me and it groomed me to what I have to face today. And then the same for today, for tomorrow. And like that, I take my life one day at a time. You see, because I can plan what's going to happen in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. But if I don't take it day by day, what's the use? You see, I'm going to have all those plans and things, but I might not get there. So you start off small, just plan for tomorrow, plan for next week. You see, so, and like through that, you will see that once you're consistent, like you said, automatically the winning will just be like natural. It will come to you like you're not even trying basically. And that mindset like dominance. If you're going to dominate all the time, winning will be consistent because you don't have that mindset of just winning. Because if you're just going to think of just winning, you might lose. You see, because you're not shooting to be legendary. You're not shooting to be dominant. You know what I mean? So you're shooting to just win. Whereas now you just lose. So like in rugby, you're shooting to win and then you lose by 1 point. You're still not winning. It's 1 point, but you're still not winning. You see the people be like, we lost by 1 point. It's not that bad. It's bad. To me, that's bad. Whether it was a half point, it's bad. Because you didn't win. Like that's just the key thing, man. You gotta win. If you're gonna win, you gotta do it properly. You know what I mean? So whether you win by 1 point or by 2 points, winning is winning. You see, and if you're gonna lose, even if it's by 1 or 2 points, it's still losing. So the key is to shoot for dominance and to be legendary. And then you will see like winning will just be a constant habit. And through there you will just keep on growing. And like that's the mindset I developed when I said like I developed that mindset of dominance because I want to be better. Like I want to better myself, not better than the rest, better myself. That is like important because I'm not going to push someone else down to see me shine. That's not me, man. You know what I mean? Like I'm that type of person. Like if I can help you and you to go with me, why not? The more people I see up there, the better it is for me. You know, instead of one person shining and everyone like looking up to you, it doesn't feel right, man. Because now the people think that you're looking down on others because you're up there. Whereas if I can take more people with me along on my journey and we're all up there, then people can't tell me I went up there and like I got there alone. I brought people with me and like that is basically the key concept and what I follow like in my life, man. In order to bring more people with me. Because I don't want to shine alone. You know, the sky is not just filled by the moon. It has the stars as well. You know what I mean? So like I can be the moon, but without the stars, the whole sky is not going to be lit up at night. You know what I mean? So like you need those people with you in order to make it a better place. And also what I try to do is try to inspire the youth. Because the people will be like, the youth, look what's happening to the youth. Everyone is turning to gangsterism, drugs, violence and all of those things. Like the people, they're quick to judge. So like they would say, look what they are doing and things, but they won't take their time out to tell them like, come, what's your problem? Talk to me. You know what I mean? Just be there for them. You don't know what they're going through at home. You don't know what challenges or situations they're facing, but you quickly judge. You see, so it's like I try and get as much of the youth together and try and keep them off the streets. So whether it is I just talk to them for 5 minutes or Like I invite them to rugby practice, or tell them soccer practice or something. You know, as long as I know, I put in the effort to get them off the streets by telling them, come, let's go, come with me, leave this. If you smoke and stuff, leave that, man, come play sports. It's better. Like instead of wasting your money buying cigarettes or like the popular thing today is weed. Everyone is smoking weed. Like everyone thinks that it's cool because society makes it cool. So like everyone is smoking, so it's like it's okay basically. You know what I'm saying? So like instead of spending your money on that, why don't you save by buying a soccer ball or soccer boots or rugby boots or something? Join a club. Like through there you will see like talent that you never really knew was in you, and it's actually coming out to play. So it's like, and also with that talent, you need to work hard. Like you can be the most talented person in the world. Like I always use this example of, you can take any professional athlete and put them in a local, how can I say, club or something. So that the example I always use is a rugby player. So you take an international rugby player, you put him in the first team league, and then you see. Even if he's international, he has all that experience and things, if he's not going to play together as a team, it's not going to go forward. Because teamwork is important, and you need that support structure in order to go forward. So it's like, if you can help the next person to grow, why not? You can make the world a better place.
So before I ask my last question, where can everyone find you on social media?
So on social media, there's Mujahid Wiener on Facebook, and on Instagram also Mujahid Wiener. So you will see, okay, on Facebook, on Instagram my account's private, but if you like follow me, I'll follow you back. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
You see, because there's nothing that I hide on my account. You see.
Yeah.
So it's basically I'm open to the public, and I'm here if you need someone to talk to, I don't mind. Like if I can help you in order to get you to where you want to be, I feel like then my job is done, because I can, like I said earlier on, I can give you everything, or I can fuel you with a whole lot of stuff. I can fill you with all my thoughts and I can send you essays and everything, but if you're not going to take it and you're not going to take note, it's basically being wasted. You see, so even if out of those long speeches and stuff that I give the people, even if it's one phrase that catches you, I feel happy because you at least took note of something that I said, and it's not everything that went wasted. You see, so it's like, if I can help the next person, it's like, it makes me feel good.
So, what impact would you like to leave in the world? What impact?
The impact, yeah, to make it a better place. It might not be today, might not be tomorrow, but hopefully next year, or in a couple of years, or even next month. So start off small. Like today, I take you in. You can be now, like we talk to each other, we open up, like when we met, the way we were communicating, you see. So I share my story, you share my story. And like that, I didn't know what you have been through, but through that I can learn in case something like that pops up in my life, or so a situation, and I can use that and actually remember, Kaden told me this, he has gone through something like this, and like the way he overcame it, I can try and give it a go, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't have to stop there because I haven't experienced something like this, you see? So I just have to take it and be like, okay, come, throw it at me, bring your challenge, what's next? I'm here, you know? Instead of running away from your challenges, I actually feel that you should go towards it, because once you go towards it, that's when you dominate it. And when you dominate it, you know you're up there. And being up there, bringing other people with you is important. So like, what I'd like to leave in this world is, I'd like to leave the world in a better place, getting the youth, more of the youth, like involved in recreational activities, because the youth is the future. The people might say that, yeah, the children, they do that, and nah, I don't want to do anything with them, but if only you can change their mind, they still have plenty of time to grow. Whereas if you're focusing on someone that's in the 30s, the 40s and stuff, they're only going to live for a couple of years. Like maybe the estimated age is about 80, you know? So you count from 40 to 80, it's 40 years. Whereas if you take someone that's like 10, between 10 and 20. They still have quite some time to get there to the estimated age, you know. So it's like the youth is the future, and once you grasp and bring the youth and nurture them, you can leave the world in a better place.
Wow. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and please go listen to this guy's story. Mujahid Wiener. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, no problem,
I
man.
appreciate
Anytime.
it.
No problem.
Thanks,
Thank
brother.
you.
Yeah, whatever.